Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jose Trujillo, the world's greatest living artist. Hope everybody's doing great. I am in my studio right now. Mucho Macho studio, baby. And I just wanted to make a little live here, since I can see you and you can see me, baby. I got my coffee on. Boom. And we're gonna talk a little bit about marketing for artists. Hopefully we get somewhere with this. A little marketing. Voila! Voila! Let me oh man, let me say hi to people. What's up? What's up, people? Say hi, Sonic. Come here and say hi to people. Say, what's up, everybody? My name is Sonic. I'm such a cool cat. Yeah. All kinds of loves. All kinds of loves, cochino. What's up, my bro? What's happening? Say hi, Sonic. What was I going to say? Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about marketing. Sonic is going to talk to you guys about marketing. We're going to talk about marketing, everybody. This is just going to be cool. Yeah, this is the little dude that just won't stop barking. All right, dude, you got me all like full of dust. Yeah, this is the guy who's like keeps cramping my style every time I'm trying to do a video. So the marketing dog bones, yeah. So I've been talking about multiplying yourself as an artist and figuring out, basically, not necessarily just figuring out different income streams, okay? Because artists tend to go like into that type of route, either into like the extremes. How can I find out income streams? Or they go into the how can I just get my shit away? so it's like it's very opposed. It's like polar opposites. Ooh, how can I make this work? How can I make this work? And so I need a sip of water. So what I want to talk to you about is not necessarily just other income streams, which is cool. Why not get yourself more income streams as an artist? But I want to talk to you about different streams of communication. Different ones, baby. If you're an artist and you're just showing your artwork here on Instagram, or you're just showing your artwork on Facebook, or maybe you're doing it, you think you're doing it all over the place because you are on social media, and I don't know, you're doing it, you're like, oh man, I gotta go to Facebook, and you're like posting your artwork on Facebook, or you're posting your artwork on Twitter or whatever. If you're doing that and you're doing it once a day or twice a day, you're doing what everybody else is doing. I just want to let you know that. Okay? We're just gonna let's just be clear. You're doing what everybody else is doing. And if you're doing what everybody else is doing, it's probably not working. Let's just be clear on that. Let's make things clear from the start. And so what I am suggesting artists today is to go and start looking at different streams of communication. Not just what everybody else is doing, but how can I do what everybody else is doing, but more of it? So you're no longer doing what everybody else is doing. If someone's making one post a day on Instagram, could you do 3? If someone's making one post a day on Facebook, again, can you do 3? If someone is on Facebook and Instagram, can you be on YouTube? Can you be on Twitter? Can you be on LinkedIn? Can you do all of those things? Can you multiply yourself so that you're appearing in all these places and it looks like you're there all at the same time? Can you multiply? Can you figure out how to multiply yourself so that you have a video happening live right now, but someone could be watching me on YouTube at the same time. So I essentially multiply myself. Somebody could be getting back to me on Facebook right now. Somebody could be getting back to me on Twitter. Somebody could be looking at some of my work on Etsy or on eBay or on another store. Somebody could be reading an email right now or just opening up their mailbox and watching one of my postcards. Can you multiply yourself? And can you do this at scale? Can you do this at scale? This is what I've been teaching artists for quite some time now. And I've been putting together workshops to show you the mechanics of that. You know, the steps, right? The 1, 2, 3 steps of that. Because I believe, and this is just me, that if you're not showing up in different places as an artist, you're missing out. You're missing out big. So this is a reminder. Hopefully, this is something that you put into practice. Make a discipline out of it. Whatever. Start showing up. Start looking for ways and places and how often you can show up on social media, online, in stores, on email lists, whatever. Right? You gotta start thinking about the reality of being seen. The reality of being seen is like, look guys, pre-COVID, pre-online, when you did an art show, all it took is the right 50 people in your art show and you could sell the whole show out. You could sell out the show. You could have sold everything there. How's it going, Mo Show? You could have sold everything there. Today, you need thousands of people just to visit your website for someone to be like, oh, that's neat, and click on, not even buy something, just click on it. You need 1,000 people probably to click on your link, to get 1 or 2 to click on your link. And so the numbers are vast because online is very different. And even offline is very different today. Offline is extremely different because people have options. See, if people didn't have options, you wouldn't be in a marketing mess as an artist. You just wouldn't. You would have gotten you would have gotten away with it, just like the first people that showed up on that started selling their artwork on Amazon or on eBay. I remember when I got on eBay and I started auctioning my work. Some of my buddies there were like, dude, when eBay first opened, in they call it the golden years of eBay, you would put a painting and it didn't matter what it was, and the auction would go up to like $800, like that. They call it the golden years of eBay. And they're like, now you put a painting and you're lucky if it hits $100. And so why is that? Because people have options. There's hundreds of thousands of art pieces being auctioned every day on eBay. What makes you think that people are going to flock to your auction? It's just no way, right? There's so much. And then some people say, well, you know, if the work is good, bullshit. The work has to be good to be considered. But people are not going to flock to your work because it's good. People are going to flock to your work because they don't have other options. Because the only reason why is because people don't have other options. That's the only reason why. And that could mean different things. It could mean that there is limited supply of any type of art on eBay or on Saatchi Art, or it's impossible, right? There's so much supply. But in the beginning, there's limited supply when those websites are rising. Or there's limited supply of you. You happen to, when people talk about limited supply, they're like, Jose, why are you painting so much? Isn't it better if there's limited supply of you? I'm like, yeah, if my fucking name was Picasso and there was only 2 paintings made, or 2 of these paintings, that would mean something. But if nobody knows my name, limited supply doesn't it doesn't work on me. Limited supply doesn't work on you if nobody knows you. Only if you're famous or if you have created a name for yourself, limited supply makes sense. If nobody knows you, limited supply doesn't even apply to you. Like there's a lot of artists out there saying this shit. Like, oh my God, I shouldn't paint that much. I shouldn't put that much artwork. Dude, it doesn't even apply to you. Limited supply is not something that applies to you unless you are somewhat famous or you've made a name for yourself, at least made a name for yourself where you have, I don't know, a few 100,000 followers or 1 million followers on Instagram or something like that. Hey, what's up? What's happening, Rebecca? Good to see you. Rebecca the artist. Shout out to Rebecca the artist. How's it going, Rebecca? Good to see you here. Mosho, what's up? Mosho says, totally agree. What's happening, Braston? Hola, amigo. And so you want to be able to get your work in as many mediums as possible. Is what I'm preaching today. Today's gospel is get your work into as many mediums as possible. Get it out there. Let people know that you exist, and make the best work that you can. Okay. Being prolific gets confused with like creating bullshit. If you're not making your best work, whatever that is, I don't care if it takes you 2 minutes to do. I do drawings that take me a minute to do, right? But it's a minute backed up by over 20 years of drawing, right? So it's not a minute out of nowhere. It's a minute backed up by years and years and years of practice and drawing. It's the same thing with paintings, but my paintings don't take me a minute. My paintings take me a lot more, right? There's paintings that take me, I don't know, 20 minutes. There's paintings that take me 2 hours, depending. And that's because supposedly I paint fast, right? But I know that it has to be my best work within that time frame. It has to be my best work. And this is something that I tell artists because I coach artists, and artists ask me all the time, hey, dude, I can't sell my work. What's going on? I'm like, dude, learn how to paint or practice your painting. It's the first thing you need to do. You know? It's the most obvious thing. And people seem to get lost there. They're starting out and they don't know how to paint yet, or they haven't practiced their artwork yet, and then they're scratching their head. They're like, man, I put an auction on eBay, and I got killed. I was like, dude, because numero uno, you know, it looks like you just spent that painting on the canvas. I'm very honest when I coach artists. Numero uno. Numero dos, nobody knows you yet, dude. You gotta be patient. But go back to numero uno. Always make your best work. It doesn't matter. Make your best work, guys. You have to make your best work. That is the best advice I can give anybody. That doesn't mean that they're going to flock to you, though. It means that you have a chance. It's the admission. You have a chance to start playing. It doesn't mean you're going to win the game. It means you have a chance. Now you can play the game, right? You get the ticket to go play the game now. And so get into as many places as you can. Start showing your artwork. Let people know that you exist. And if you find that things aren't working, go back to the drawing board. The drawing board of your artwork. Go back to your artwork. If you have great artwork already, and you're always so uplifting. Thank you so much, Debbie. If you're already a good artist, there's plenty of artists that are already good, and they're still scratching their head, and they're saying, okay, I'm gonna try to reason with this right here. Make a little diagram here for myself so that I can explain this better. Okay. There's artists that do work and put it out there, and they're scratching their heads like, oh man, I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. You know, they're being a thinker. My work isn't selling. And they're all over the place, and they're doing all kinds of marketing, and they're showing the work, and they're showing up, right? But they haven't squeezed into their artwork, right? Their artwork still, it sucks. In other words, it just does, right? Because they didn't take the time to learn to draw or to paint or whatever it is, And so there's that side of people that are doing that. And they keep marketing, and they're like, man, I'm going to do a YouTube video. I'm going to do, oh my God, Jose says to be everywhere. He's saying the same thing Gary Vee is talking about. And I can see Jose doing it. He's dropping his artwork all over the place. He's talking about it all over the place. I'm going to go do that. But they haven't squeezed in on their artwork. They're jumping steps. They went from instead of being an artist first, they went straight to marketer. But they have a shitty product. Okay? Very shitty product. I'm only saying this, guys, because I keep seeing this over and over. Go back and make that product good, guys. Don't fool yourself. You're not going to make progress without good artwork. Good artwork doesn't mean I have to like it, or no. Good artwork means you have to give it your best. I don't care if you don't have classical training or whatever. Give it your effing best, you know? I can't stress this enough. I see so many artists putting shit out there and marketing the hell out of it, and then coming back to me and saying, dude, I can't sell it. What's going on? Dude, your art sucks. What do you mean, what's going on? Go back and learn how to draw and paint. Or spend some time on your artwork and make it work. You know, spend some time instead of spitting the artwork out. Take a couple of hours with it. Really take some time with it, or take a couple of days with it. You know, go back to the work. There's that end. I'm being hard today. And then there's the other end. Okay, these are poles that I see happening. There's the other end. There's the artist who's already great. Who their shit is so smooth, the way they paint, the way they draw. Some of them even have classical training. Some of them, you know, they draw or paint like this freaking masterpieces. But they're not marketing. They're not marketing. And so they're thinking, because I am already good, people are going to like it. And if you take the artist with great artwork, right? And you take the other artists, shitty artwork, but great marketing, and you combine, that's how you make the shit work. I would like for people to understand this. That's how you make this thing work. It doesn't have to be great art, and you don't have to be Gary Vee marketing. All it has to be is your best on both ends. Do your best in your artwork and market it as much as you can. And the shit's gonna start working. That's all. But people miss. They start jumping steps on both ends. They either create great art and they don't market it at all, and they're hoping that if I post it on Instagram, people are gonna flock to it. No, they're not. It just gives you a chance to play. You have good art, you have a chance to play. Now you have to market it. You have to market the hell out of it. You have to start letting people know that you exist, that it's working, that you're there. Make videos about it. Make an email list. I don't know. Make a TikTok about it. Whatever. Let people know that the damn thing exists, because you have the golden ticket. You have stuff that is good, and so now you have to show it to people. Now comes the work. The reverse of that is people are trying to show shitty shit to people over and over, and people keep going, nah, get out of here with your shitty artwork. I don't want to see it. And then they come back to me, and then they ask me stuff like, dude, like, people are really haters. Dude, no, it's not necessarily that people are haters, dude. It's just that they can recognize that you didn't put effort in your art, so they're not paying attention to it. Put effort in the fucking work, and then go market hard, and then they're going to start paying attention to it. Do that over and over. I can't make it any simpler than this. That's like the, I gotta do it, Napoleon Dynamite. That's the recipe, my friends. Debbie says, you're so right. I'm still working on the artwork. Yeah, just work on the artwork. And now, by the way, when I say work on the artwork, I don't mean like till you're ready. That's not what I mean, okay? If you're working on your artwork, but you're giving attention to your artwork, let's say that because I started when I felt I was so good, you know? And I look back now and I'm like, oh my God, that work was hideous, right? I look back now, but why did it start working for me? I can pinpoint exactly why it started working for me. I would put my effort on each piece. I wouldn't paint it like we say in Spanish in Mexico, a lo pendejo. I didn't do it I didn't half-ass it, you know. I gave it my best shot. I'm like, dude, I got an hour to do this. Let me give it my best shot. Or I got 2 hours to a single piece used to take me 3 hours. Now it takes me about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, but I give it my all. Now this is a time of 10 years. I've been a full-time artist for the past 10 years. You know, and so I give it my all. When I'm going to do a painting, I give it my all now, because I know that if I don't do that in that time lapse, the art has no chance. There's just no chance for the artwork. Especially deliberate practice. Absolutely. Especially if you're auctioning it. Because I know there's people auctioning their work and they're like, dude, I tried auctioning my work. It's not working. The auctions don't work. No, dude. They're not paying attention to you because they know you didn't put attention in your artwork. Auctions are very difficult. They're very difficult to work because people have to, you have to convince people that you actually put your effort into it. Because auctions are so immediate. It's either about you being famous or you putting effort in your artwork. That's the recipe of the auction. Either you're famous, okay, you have a big list, a big follower, a big following, or you have a big name as an artist, or you put lots of effort in your artwork. And when I mean lots of effort, I'm not talking about you, I don't know, it's just doing your best, guys. I'm not talking about you sweating every day and putting all this effort. No, it's about you doing your best. If you've been painting for 1 year, do your best when you create the art piece. Don't half-ass it. This is the best gift I can give you. Do not half-ass your work. It will cost you. Do not half-ass your work. I don't care if it takes you 10 minutes to make. I know there's artists out there that are like, dude, my artwork takes me 10 minutes to make. My drawings. Yeah, awesome. I don't care if it takes you 2 minutes. Don't half-ass it. Do your best in those 2 minutes. Give it your fullest attention and give it your focus. Do your best. There's people that are like, dude, my artwork takes me 10 hours or it takes me 10 days. It's the same thing. Don't half-ass it. Give it your best shot. You know, give it your best shot and then get it out into the marketplace. Art by MPC says, I'm enjoying working on art, but I'm being pressured. Mentors and financial situation to step up the marketing. Yeah, I mean, don't be pressured. You know, if you don't have to feel the pressure. I mean, I guess you do feel it, but it's something that I learned how to work. I learned how to ride that horse. Let's call it that, right? I learned how to ride it. It's very difficult. We say that in Spanish in Mexico. That's why I say it. And I try to translate it. It never translates well. I learned how to ride that bronco. It's difficult. It can be very difficult when you have the pressures of either you're monetizing your work and you know that you need to start bringing in that dough, or and to split yourself between, dude, I just want to enjoy my work, to now I have to pay the bills. You know, it was a transition for me from I love my work, but now I have a studio and I have assistants and right? It becomes a business and all these things that I have to pay. And so how do I pull myself out of that? What I do is that when I am doing something, I fully focus on that. This I learned from, what's this dude's name? Grant Cardone. I learned from that dude. When you're doing something, be there. Don't try to be somewhere else. Be there only. And that takes practice. When I'm painting, I'm not thinking about my bills, and I'm not thinking about, because otherwise the painting's going to suck. You know, I'm not going to be able to paint. And so when I'm painting, I'm painting. When I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm not talking about, oh my God, I gotta go to paint. I gotta go and finish some commissions. No, I don't. I'm here with you. And so I have to, I have to train myself to do that. It took some time. It took effort, but I feel more comfortable doing that. When I am marketing, I'm not thinking about painting. I'm not thinking about, oh my God, this or that, or when is this painting gonna arrive? I shipped it last week, and I don't know. I just thinking about it right now. I had something that came up in my mind just because I was thinking about it. the postal service or whatever, I don't know if it was FedEx or postal service, they lost a $900 box, right? And it came out of my pocket. And so not only did I have to refund the person, right? I lost the paintings, and so it's a loss, right? And if I'm walking around like that, by the way, I get quite a bit of that kind of stuff happening, right? Because it's just part of it. If I'm walking around thinking about the problems and I have to, I don't know, this interior designer, I promised this person that their painting was going to arrive or I was going to finish. I was going to send them a photo in a week, and it's been 2 weeks already, and I don't know what to tell them. I can't give them the runaround. I got to call, blah, blah, blah. That kind of shit, you know. I promised my students in my subscription that I was going to release a Zoom call, and I'm a week late or I'm 2 weeks late. Oh my God, that kind, you know, turning off fires, right? Making things work regardless of how things are or playing in your studio. You can't think about that kind of stuff when you're doing anything. You gotta just focus on whatever you're doing. It's the only way to get through it, if that makes any sense. When I'm with my family, I learned not to be just shop talking. You know, when I'm with my wife, we're enjoying a movie, we're chilling, we're watching a movie. I learned how to not to be like, oh my God, but honey, like this painting, you know, like that'll fuck up my marriage if I do that. I had to learn not to do that. You know, I had to learn to be with her and enjoy my time with her and enjoy my time with my kid and get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of that and only focus on that when I'm actually focusing on it. And so it takes practice. That's the only thing I can tell you. It takes practice. I learned this shit from Cardone like 7 years ago. He was teaching it. I got one of those old DVDs or whatever. He was teaching this. He was talking about auto sales or something like that. I got it from a friend who sells cars. And I was like, all right, I'll listen to this. I don't know how Grant Cardone was going to turn into Uncle G. Be in present time. Yeah, you got to be in present time. You know, you got to be in whatever you're doing. If I'm right here with you guys, I can't be thinking. I'm just like everybody else, right? I'm tempted to start thinking about my other stuff, but the other stuff, it's going to ruin this moment. And I don't want this moment to be ruined. I want this moment to work. Right? I want to be fully engaged with you guys and be present here. And so the pressures of marketing and monetizing and that type of deal, we just have to learn how to ride that, because it's just part of it. It's part of it. There's no, unless you're not doing it full time, you know, unless you're doing it as a hobby and someone's pressuring you, I mean, like Gary Vee says, you can choose, you know, you can be like, dude, I'm not doing that. You know, I'm not marketing. Jose Trujillo is a fucking crazy dude. He can do it. I'm not doing it. I love creating artwork, but I'm not gonna go and start marketing. I'm not gonna do that. I don't even want any money for my work. You know, there's people that tell me that, like, Jose, I don't want to sell my work, but I do want to show it in galleries and whatnot. Cool. Can you show me that? Cool. Because I also have to learn that, because I thought everybody was trying to, like, I don't know, everybody was trying to do the same thing I was doing, which is be a full-time studio artist. Not everybody wants that. So people want different things, and you can choose what you want and how far you want to take it, how busy you want to get. Today, I get so many commissions. Commissions is one of the things that keeps me very, very busy. And one day I was like, oh my God, I'm getting all these commissions. I don't know how to get them done, blah, blah, blah. And I had to remind myself, dude, you chose this shit. You know, step up, dude. Be an hombre. You're the one who chose it. And so I had to remind myself that. And I control it. I can be like, nope, I'm not receiving any. I'm not taking any more auctions. But I don't want that, you know. So I bit the bullet. I was like, argh, and I was like, cranked it up, baby. I cranked it up. Broston says, so true. That's a skill in itself. Yeah, I can't make coffee without trying to start the lawnmower first. Sometimes, yeah. It's a skill. It's a skill of its own. I think we learn many skills as we master one. You know, we learn many skills. Yeah, you said it perfectly, Broston. It is a skill of its own. Painting is one skill, right? Painting is one skill. Marketing is another skill. Learning how to balance both of those, whatever. If you're not about balance, if you're about I don't balance it, I'll burn it from both ends. That's a skill too. Learning how to juggle them. If you don't want to balance them, if you want to juggle them or whatever, that's a skill too. It's a skill. It's a skill for me to paint and do videos at the same time. Like people ask me all the time, dude, how are you painting and talking and reading comments and what? That was a skill. It took time. In the beginning, I was like, oh, hold on, let me read what this person's saying, and I had to go and I don't know, look into the phone and figure out what people are saying. It also became a skill to learn how to calm myself down and not start blaming time anymore. One of the things that I think everybody does is I ain't got enough time. I wish I had more time. That's the oldest excuse in the book. You know, the lack of time. Nobody has enough time, and especially mothers, especially women with children. You ain't got enough time. I mean, if or not just mothers with children, but I'm gonna raise my hand. Permission to talk. I think women have it very difficult, and in life in general. I grew up with women. I grew up with a mother that took care of 10 children, and I grew up with 5 sisters, and 5 of us were cis guys, 5 cis women, and I realized how difficult women have it, simply by observation, and it's not something. It's not a belief. It's not like, oh my God, I just have this belief that no. It's observation. All you got to do is just pay attention. Women have it difficult, very difficult. The world's still not just with women, and so no way, no way just with women. And so people don't have time. It's just a fact. People don't have time, and it's either up to you to use it as an excuse, or figure out a way around it, because nobody has time. You know, time is it's the most valuable asset. Nobody has any of it. People tell me, hey, can we do a podcast together, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, we gotta, we either gotta do it right now, because I ain't gonna do it later. Like, we either do it now or we schedule it. We're gonna schedule it, but we can't wing it, because I ain't got time. Nobody has any of that. Everybody's out of that. Which star? Romulo, what's happening? So I'm gonna leave you with that, guys. Don't be one of the artists. Don't be the other one. Don't be the artist who's creating shitty art and marketing, hoping that something happens. You're spinning your wheels. You need some traction in those wheels. The traction is making the best art you can. And don't be the other artist who has fantastic artwork but never marks it. If that's what you want to do, never markets the artwork. If you don't market it, you have traction, you're just not spinning the wheels, if that makes any sense. See, one of them spinning the wheels but ain't got no traction. So you're just in the same place running. The other one has traction but the wheels aren't spinning. Rifian Mosho, what's up? Mosho says, I think time is always there. How you organize that, yeah, that's what will determine the amount you got. Yeah, time is always there. Time, I mean, we can get esoteric about this, and the present moment is always full, right? There's no past, there's no future. The present moment is always full. The reality is that there's infinite amount of time, but there is not enough psychological time. There isn't enough of it. And so we have to get out of this idea of psychological time and make it work. Because there isn't enough psychological time. There just isn't. There's always something else that you have to do. Every time I'm going to do a video or I'm going to start something or anything that I'm going to do, I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm being tempted. When I was going to start this video, I was tempted. I don't think I'm going to have time. The commissions, Jose, the commissions, you have to finish them. Yeah, no, I have to do this video. So I forced myself. In a way, right? I forced myself to be like, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it because I can't use that excuse. If I use that excuse, I've done it so many times. I've used the excuse so many times that I know it takes me nowhere. It takes me only to more worry. And so I just don't, I try not to use it anymore. And so make it work, find out how. 30 minutes here, 15 minutes there, whatever. Again, I know that it's difficult. I know it's very difficult for so many people right now, especially with the Rona. Fucking Rona, man. It's just messing everyone up. And with work, with jobs, people losing their jobs and all kinds of stuff. It's not even easy to be talking about this, The situation's definitely not easy, but and it's not even easy talking about it because it's just, it arises so many feelings and things like that. So all I can say is I don't know what you're going through, and I won't pretend to know. And I know that we're all going through something in our own way, and it's not the same. Some people do have it very difficult, and so my heart does go with those people that have it very difficult, because sometimes we just need perspective. Sometimes I'm walking around here in my studio bitching about things, and then a friend calls me and tells me, dude, I just lost my job. I need to make the shit work, or something like that. Like something real, right? Not like real, like my problems type of. I got first world problems. Something real, and I'm like, oh shit, man. I sometimes you need perspective. So some people do have it difficult. If they didn't put enough classic or cream in your coffee, you ain't got a problem. That's not a problem. Come on. And sometimes we use that, as a scapegoat to, I don't know, to be upset at the Starbucks people. Like, where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? Art by MPC says, great talk. Thanks for your words of encouragement and wisdom. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Sometimes I sound like a fortune cookie. I'm gonna throw some wisdom. My friends, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. If you want to know more about what this whole thing is about that I'm doing here, I'm basically just recording every day as much as I can. What's working, what's not working. And I drop a lot of video on YouTube and here. I'm just recording it. This is working, this is not working. Some of the stuff that is really working, people are like, dude, can you teach it? And so I make workshops out of it. Some of the stuff that is not working, I just, boohoo, I just cry about it. I'm like, this shit ain't working. I gotta change this. But I try to keep it positive. And that's basically it. I'm just recording my process. I'm not an artist guru or anything like that. I don't claim to be. I don't drive Lambos, and I'm not promising anyone riches. I found out how to make a full-time living as an artist for myself, and I drive an SUV that gets confused as a minivan. That's how cool I am. I can be easily confused as a minivan. That's my level of coolness. And I try to keep it light. I throw the F-bomb whenever I feel like it, just because I feel like it. I don't like polished things. It's not my deal. I'm wary of people that don't have some sort of escape, some sort of flaw. Like I'm wary, no judgment, but I like people to have something that is not everything's polished, because it humanizes them, it makes them more human. I think, I don't know, I may be wrong. Too uptight makes me fearful. If everything's too clean, too uptight, I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know if I can trust this person. and I'm just trying to record, guys. I'm just trying to be me, trying to make it work. That's all. And the things that are working, I'm sharing them. That's all. Nothing extraordinary going around here. other than just working, showing up and doing work and passing it on. Thank you so much for thank you so much, Mosho. Appreciate that. Thank you guys. Take care. This Mexican is going to go now. Adios. Sophia, this was great content as usual. Thank you so much, Sophia. Take care, my friends. If you guys have any questions, make sure to DM me. I get back to everybody. If I don't get back to you, it's because I haven't gotten to you yet. But I get back to everybody right now because I am famous. Maybe when I'm famous, I'm going to be like, I can't. I'm trying to reach you, but I can't. Too many DMs. Right now, it's too many DMs, but I can still do it because I got some power still. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.